What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back with a match reaction. What a game, people. What a game. Oh, my Lord. Leeds United get the win away from home at Norwich City. Very good, tough place to go. No arguments about that. Norwich 2, Leeds 3, comeback kings. Love to see it. Love to see it. I want to know how everyone is doing in the chat, everyone in the live comments after the game is finished. Let me know your thoughts on that. I got so many. Oh my days. We just never make it easy for ourselves, do we? But would we have it any other way, especially in victory, by the way? Before I go on, please hit a like on the video. You know that's the best way to help the channel out. So please just do that. It doesn't take more than 2 seconds. Hit the likes, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and of course, drop your comments below. Thank you to who are we on? John Abbott and Mr. P for the super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated, guys. And of course, if you want to become a member of the channel, link is in the description. Really does help the channel out, helps myself out financially too. So thank you for the continued support for current and future members. No. Listen, Lewis. That's why you can't do that. I clicked after 2-0. What happened, Lewis? You know what? And you know what? There's things as well. And I hope everyone in the euphoria can go back to thinking before we got back into the game. But I thought Farke needed to make some changes when he did. But as it stands, he's correct. You know what I mean? And he'll be the first one to tell you that as well. Amy Paul thought we'd blown it. Yeah. Tea time saying great win today and moving the right way up the table. I think at the moment, don't get me wrong, don't misquote me. I think we're third right now. I think we're third right now. So yeah, we'll get into that in just a bit. Rebecca saying we woke up at 7 a.m. in Seattle to watch that. So pleased for the win, but Bamford kills me. Steve the Searcher saying great comeback, but using Gray's right back did not work. Yeah, we're going to talk about things like that because again, I know in victory everyone just forgets all the things that you would have noticed if we had lost the game. But I will talk about some of the things that I noticed in the game that maybe we'll have to adjust or work on before the Stoke game on Wednesday. So yeah, listen, we'll talk about that. Nate here saying, "My God, Somerville contract extension, please now." It's funny because Nate, I was seeing all the comments about Somerville in the first half, even though he was one of our most dangerous players. Oh, Somerville, he's not clinical enough. Somerville hangs onto the ball too long. And I bet you the same people were saying that for our third goal today. Somerville, Nanto, he's free. Let it go. Somerville just tucks it away. But that's what you're going to get with Somerville. He's going to have that in his locker. He's a class player, especially at this level, and he's only going to get better. William with the super chat. Thank you, William. Thank you for the support. Always a big support of the channel. A win is a win. Bamford, just horrible. Thought we would blow it subbing in Ayling and Cooper. Yeah, we had to bring on those as defensive reinforcements. But listen, we got the win in the end. But William says a win is a win. Yes, but there was warning signs, though, wasn't there, in the first half? There was warning signs and just a bit of a lull in the second half as well. But look, we've come out with 3 points today, and hopefully it's something that Farke looks at in future games, thinking, well, if we can do this better, then maybe we won't have to dig ourselves out of a hole in order to get the 3 points. But, you know, at times it was looking like the Southampton game. It was looking like the Southampton game where we just weren't at the races. But again, I think that's a positive in the way that we've come back again. We've come back in this one to keep our good momentum running. That's 3 wins in a row. You know, we was interrupted by the international break, but we've come back. Yes, started slow, but we've got the 3 points today. That is key. Paul Freeman saying, got up at 3 a.m. here in New Zealand, felt depressed at halftime, elated at full, so Leeds. Couldn't have put it better myself, Paul. Yeah, it's just a roller coaster we go through. It is. It's the roller coaster of emotions we will always go through at this football club. Diggler saying, Farke will work on it, continuous improvement. Yeah, 100%. John here, his name's Crescencio. Cree getting a lot of love. Dean here saying Farke got his tactics wrong first half. The midfield was invisible. I thought there was a lot of poor performances in the first half, Dean. I thought there was a lot of players that could have been hooked. And again, like the Southampton game, you would have thought at halftime we would have seen a couple changes just to give the team a fresh impetus. But he went with the same team again, and it didn't work against Southampton. But Obviously, here it worked today, and that's the balance you got to work up. If we're starting slow, if we look lethargic in the first half, do you change anything, or do you send that same group of players out again to go? You know what? We'll make up for it, bus. And that's what he did. And when we got the goal back in, which I want to talk about, Agent Chaos, you know who it is, Dan James, you know, he caused the chaos. That's what we needed. Uh, I just want, you know, we're fast forwarding here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cade saying never doubted us. I'm sure Cade. And John here still think Archie was so tired. And you know what? Let's go into it. Let's go into it. Cloud Dizzle here saying 3 delicious points. Yummy cheers, Norwich. Yeah. Sly saying they had to knock the rust off. Well, everyone else had the international break too, so I don't know why we look so slow out the blocks. But you know, let's talk about it. Okay, so yeah, this was the lineup. It was the same lineup against Bristol City. I was very surprised. I will say this, that Archie Gray started today. I had, after Daniel Farke's long rant that he had in the press conference about Archie Gray playing 3 full 90 minutes. He then plays he plays 90 minutes today. But I thought Archie Gray may have been one just to rest for this one, because I know people say he's young and everything else like that. He's going to be good to go, but you can burn out players. And this is his 4th 90 minutes in how many days? I think that if he's to start against Stoke, which I do want him to start, because I do see it from Farker's side of the coin as well. He's one of our better players, but today it was quite clear he was looking a bit leggy. He was looking a bit tired. Unlike the previous game where he looked like he made Bristol City have to adjust their tactics with him playing at that right backs, inverted right midfield, right centre midfield. He wasn't at the races today, and I was quite surprised he didn't get taken off when we had that double change. It was Byram that came off, and I thought Archie Gray would come off. But yeah, Gray, this was definitely not his best performance. But again, what I will say in that is that we've won the game without Archie Gray having to be even. I don't even think he was 5 out of 10 today. I don't do player ratings, as you know, but I don't even think he was halfway good today. But that's a good thing, that other people in the team can pick up the slack. Whereas something like this would have hurt us last season if one of our better players weren't playing well. Today, he was looking tired today, but we got the job done. So, Sheen. Miserably turned up at halftime, absolutely buzzing when your video title came up at full time. Click the bell for KG's channel, guys. Yeah, that's another thing. I never say that, Click the notification bell, people, so you know when I'm going live. I never say that, but you should do that anyway, innit? You should do that. Michael Pollard say Melier no good, time to swap, and stricter with the under 21s. Reed Gray, his England games were still in his legs, and it did him no favors. Yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see if Archie starts against Stoke. Can he do it on a cold, windy night at Stoke on a Wednesday? I don't know, but we're going to see. We're going to see, aren't we? I do believe that his recovery time will definitely be monitored and really honed in over the next few days. But I understand Farke wanting to put him out there. I absolutely get it, but we have to look after him, because if he puts in another performance like this against Wednesday, then it might start playing with his confidence. But look, we got the win today. John Knox saying near post, hey Melier, I exist. Yeah. I mean, look, let's just quickly talk about Norwich's goals. I mean, they started off, and it was just so disappointing. To come out after 3-4 minutes. It was a simple goal, absolutely simple. And I got to say, Ampadu, that was very unlike him as well to even give up that kind of possession that led to the goal. But just a simple header. Shane Duffy, I think that was his first goal for Norwich, wasn't it, today? There you are, another gift given out. But it was just a poor, simple goal. But those are the kind of goals, I've said it in so many match reactions, match previews, you've got to get greasy little goals like that. That's what happens in this league. It's not always going to be intricate play here and there. You have to get those greasy meat and potato goals. And that's what Norwich did. We then proceed to have a whole bunch of chances, in terms of chance here, chance there, Summerville, Rutter. It just went on and on. But up until our goal, and I'm not trying to zip past that their second goal. Let's talk about that. Far too easy to get through. Their player there was Sarah, just dancing through our defense. 2-0, and you're thinking, is this going to be Southampton all over again? But before that second goal, we had a whole host of chances. But unlike and one that got us back into 2-1. It was trying to be too perfect, and we've seen it many times before, haven't we? Where we have to have this neat, intricate passing instead of just hitting and hoping. Sometimes you can't always wait for the lane to clear. You have to take a shot, wait for a deflection or anything else like that, and you never know what's going to happen. Plus, they had George Long in goal, and I don't rate George Long. Angus Gunn went off with an injury. Just to clear it up, George Long came on a sub. He's been an average goalkeeper his whole career. So you've got a chance then to get back in the game, but we was just trying so hard to make that perfect pass, get that perfect shot. And as Dan James comes up, people, I know there's people going, oh no, here he goes again. But that's what you get. Dan James he just hit one, and it comes off Shane Duffy's chest and into the goal. That is what sometimes you have to do. It can't always be perfect, top corner, bottom corner, and that was good to see from Dan James. That's what he gives us, the agent of chaos. I keep telling you, exactly, Kelvin. Dan James does it, just hit and hope. Exactly. Sometimes to the detriment or of annoyance of a lot of fans, and I get it, but that is what you need at this level. It is not always going to be perfect, pretty goals. Sajal here saying, what a fight back, what a result getting Leeds. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Darren was having a rubbish game. Let me bleep that out, Darren. You know the rules on here, man. Come on, but still created a goal. That's what he does. That's what he does. Dan James can give you 10 mishit balls into the box, 10 low crosses that will get blocked by the first man, but then he'll come up with a goal and assist because he doesn't give up. He doesn't hide. And one thing you've got to say about Dan James, unlike so many players that we've had in recent years, is that he won't hide. If he misses an open goal, he'll be back again. He won't try and say, no, I don't want the ball. Or, do that thing where they go behind two players to hide and say, hey, give me the ball, give me the ball, even though they don't really want it. Dan James will just keep going and going and going. John Lowe saying nothing from Dan James, but Anthony should start. Yeah, I disagree. I don't know. With all the stories about Jane Anthony in terms of rumors about him not being happy with his game time, I hear it. But what are you going to do when Dan James is actually putting in G&A? He's actually giving us goal involvements. It's not like Dan James is just causing chaos and nothing's coming of it. He is actually getting goals and assists in this team. So why do we take him out? Do you take out Summerville? You certainly don't. Nonto's returned now, so he's going to be in front of Jane Anthony. At the end of the day, I'm sorry to say, but Jane Anthony is just a lone player here. We've got no loyalty to him. He's got no loyalty to us. It was a last minute move, quite clearly, by the way. So we have to, if Dan James ever falls off and the goals and assists stop coming in, I'd say, okay, maybe. But Dan James is earning his place right now. Maybe you disagree, leave it in the comments, but I'm sticking with DJ right now. Yeah, Katrina, I love the DJ, the little Sonic. Yeah, man, listen. He is, man. He is. Let's have a look. Yeah, Leeds here saying DJ is getting the numbers. Jane Anthony has to wait take his chance when he gets it. 100%. For me, it would be very difficult to drop one of our better players now, like a Somerville or Dan James, and say, here you go, Jane Anthony, who's just here on loan. I just don't see it myself. And this is nothing against Jane Anthony. Let me make that clear, because you always have to make it clear. It's not that I dislike Jane Anthony. It's just that he's a lone player here, and we've got players that are here permanently that have probably been promised first team football in order to stay in the championship. We have to look after our own players first, in my opinion. But listen, I know some people disagree, because I know there's a lot of people with Dan James hate or dislike, I should say. But yeah, people put it in the comments. And Andrew here saying DJ is getting a lot of luck recently. But you know what I always say about that, Andrew? You create your own luck. You know what I mean? You make your own luck with everything. And the more that he tries, the more that he does things in games, the more things are going to come off. Whereas other people won't get as many chances to make things happen, or maybe just lay it off as an easy pass. He'll keep going. So he's creating his own luck. But yeah, so no other problems today. I mean, there was a few slow starters in this team today. I didn't think Joe Rodon had his best game, and I thought that he was, pretty poor for the second goal himself, but still sticking with him. I thought Strout made a few good interceptions today as well. Big up Pascal Strout yet again. Had a pretty decent game. But look, we get to the second half. I mean, hold on. Nige D here saying need to rest Gray. Need to rest Gray on Wednesday at Stoke. We'll talk about that in another video for sure. For sure. J Dog say, yeah, agree. Roden look maybe tired. Could be. Could be. He's played a lot of football. He played a lot of football for Wales, didn't he? So yeah, it could have been that too. Tim Mason here saying we look better with two strikers playing together. Well, look, let's get into the second half. We get the goal back. We get the goal back through Dan James off Shane Duffy, and I thought we was going to make the change. Then Farke delays it a bit. Then he brings on Nonto and Bamford. Great to see Nonto back, by the way. Instrumental. He's going to be a key player in this division, 100%. Great to see him back, and I hope to see him starting again soon. Oh man, listen, you guys are killing Bamford, man. You guys are killing Bamford. Rattle saying the best game to watch so far. What you guys say in chat? Will you think this is our best game so far? I quite like the Millwall one better overall, but I guess in terms of excitement and the comeback feeling, I guess then maybe this one would take first place. I just like the absolute decimation of Millwall, and maybe that's more of a personal thing. But yeah, it was a great game though, really and truly. Even if we had lost, I would have come on here and said it was a great game to watch with all the chances that we're creating. So yeah. Okay, yeah, best win of the season so far. J Dog saying Ipswich game. Okay, yeah. James here, Jorginho looked like he's played against kids at times. He was so good. Yeah, 100%. Jorginho still showing his worth. Just brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. And I don't want to harp on about last season, but you just think if he just got in lineups quicker, could he have made a little bit of a difference? Who knows? But at this level, in the run that he's been given, he looks absolutely brilliant. He looks absolutely brilliant. He's such a creative force. Just brilliant. We run out of superlatives for Jorginho because he's playing so well for us, and he's not the most clinical. He's not going to do that, but as a creative force in the team, he can give you something out of nothing. And what more can you ask for? Jamie saying, I'm going to watch it again after you finish KG. Very enjoyable. Yeah, I'll be tuned into the highlights again. Shout out to everyone that gets to watch the game on certain platforms. You know what I mean? But yeah, it definitely going back to watch this one again. Let me just see what else I have here. See, what did people think of Sam Byram today? What did people think of him when he got hooked off? What did people think? I didn't think that this was his best game, but I still believe in him to be our starting left back in this team so far. Lodi saying, yeah, it's mad to think last season Rutter and Gray couldn't get in. I know. It is what it is. It's nothing we can do about it now, but it just makes you think. It's not like we had to buy these guys like for this season. They were already here on the books, and it's like, you're still going with, no, I'm not going to name names. Let's not do this. Darren saying Sam was okay. Okay. Bamford is getting hammered. Listen, I just want to make it clear. It's not me saying this about Bamford, okay? It's the chat. All right. Bamford still hits the ball like a wet sock. Lord have mercy. Darren here saying, don't agree with you, KG. Archie did okay. Think he did better than Luke would have done at left back. Sam was more at fault. Okay. Russ just greeting the chat here. Afternoon, folks. Get in there. Yeah. Vega saying Byram's poor play only overshadowed by Archie. Let's be honest. Okay. And Donald here saying Jorginho, Nanto, and Summerville link up will be sublime in this league. There's no better front three in this division. There's just no. I mean, Leicester have won a game, but Leicester are a more complete side on multiple areas of the park. But that front three, there's no better in this division, quite honestly. So sooner Nanto gets back up to speed and we can get them all out on the pitch, we're going to be much better for it. I didn't think. Let me just say as well, seeing Kamara's name, I didn't think Kamara had a good game today at all. I think this was the first time where he's looked a bit lost today. If I'm being honest, I don't know how anyone else feels about Kamara's performance today. Again, but all the previous games he's done very well for us. But this one today, I don't think he was at his best, and I think he could have done better with his chance as well in the first half. But yeah, um, Paul is. I think Paul's put this about 5 times, or I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Let me just put that first. Ryan here, quite obviously, Byram's had more good games than bad. I'll let him off. Yeah, not. I just want to make it clear that not every time they're going to get a 7 or 8 out of 10 every week, and I'm sure Byram will come back against us against Stoke if we can get him ready for that game and put in another good performance. But yeah, Perot, yeah, it was a quiet one for Joel Perot today. Um, Maybe he had two efforts at goal. Yeah, it wasn't Perot's best game, but you know what? That just means it means that he probably score against Stoke. That's the way it goes for Joel Perot. We've seen the pattern. You know, he doesn't do something one game or he's ineffective one game, he'll score a goal in the next. So get ready to see that in the next one. Yeah. Um, Mark here just on Kamara saying that's how Kamara was at Rangers. That's why he never made the squad. Um, Matt here saying, why is Kamara marking the most threatening players at set pieces versus Saints and today with Duffy? Yeah, I know. I saw Joe Roden. I mean, Joe Roden was in the middle. And listen, it doesn't matter about centre back versus centre back. You know, Shane Duffy, Ben Gibson. These are brutes of centre backs. You know, these are old. You know, just sterny men, real men as I call them. So you need to put your biggest and baddest against them, and we didn't do that at the set pieces. It was more zonal than it was man to man marking. Maybe that's something we could adjust because going behind early to an easy set piece, it can't do anybody's, confidence any good for the rest of the game. And we're chasing from the start, basically. So I don't know. Maybe that's something that Daniel Farke would adjust. JP, are we home versus Stoke? No, we're going away, JP. We are going away on a cold Wednesday night, not Tuesday, but Wednesday night versus Stoke. But Mother Tucker replying to somebody else here saying Kamara was Rangers' best player until they sold his best mates. What do you mean? Okay, well, I'm just going on today's game. That comment is for somebody else in the chat. Let me see what else was there in regards to notes that I took. Yeah. Yeah. Somerville. Can we talk about Somerville, please? Yeah, let's get into to old Crescencio. James here. Somerville was pure class. So happy with the result. Crescencio is a game changer at this level. He's absolutely a game changer. And like I said at the start, there was a lot of people talk about Cree being wasteful in the first half. He's one of our most dangerous players. I don't get he's not going to score and assist every single opportunity he gets. It's unrealistic. If he was that good, he'd be playing at a much higher level than he is right now. But he is a dangerous player. And his first goal off the post, lovely to see. Lovely to see. Clutch time, 2-2. And you're thinking, you know what? I said in the preview, a point at Norwich is not the worst result in the world. Just try not to lose. A point is a good result against this Norwich team because they're not a bad team at all. In the championship, they'll be up thereabouts around the top six, flirting with that. So that would be a good result. But then to come on and show, but then to have the composure, yeah, to have the composure to keep his nerve, hold his nerve. You know, Nanto, he was free, man. He was free as a bird, as the Beatles would say. And then he just tucks it in like we're in the 30th minute of the game and we're already 2-0 up. That is a strong mentality, and you can't underestimate that, especially from this team. He has got such a tough mentality, so much self-belief in his own ability, and it showed on that third goal. What a performance. St. Helens, please let's not do this. Sadly, mate, we will lose. Loses 1-0. Our best players in January. Listen, it's performances like that that will make other teams look. And that's why I always say there's a lot of people in here talking about the January window, about adding. I said it in the last video. We also need to not only add, we need to make sure that we keep hold of some of these guys because, as I've said to you many times before, people, when you do well at Leeds United, other teams notice it. They always notice when you do well at Leeds United. So we will have teams looking at our better players, and Somerville is making a big case for himself. But hopefully, the main thing that we can do in order to stop that, as everyone knows, like Sheffield United did this past year and other teams have done, is if you're in the top two or in and around that, you have more chance of keeping your players because you can just say, look, there's no point us accepting 20, 30 million for you when at the end of the season we can get 170 million plus in TV money when we're promoted. So you know what? We're going to keep you for now. And that is where we'll be in the driving seat. If we're not in those kind of positions, then we're not in the driving seat. So let's keep these results coming. Let's absolutely keep them coming. Um, yeah, I was gonna say, Kevin, great to mention it, and I would have probably forgotten in this euphoria. When Jed coming to the side, I think KG is going to have a fit, get the defibrillator out. But that is something that I wanted to say in regards to our fullback situation. But because then Gray can get back into midfield. Once Jed Spence is fit and firing ready to go again, we're going to be even more of a complete team, even more complete. So the quicker he's back, the quicker we can move Archie back into midfield and be an even stronger outfit. Matt here saying no in regards to Anthony. I feel a bit for Anthony. Sees Nonto coming on. Whoa. Let me rearrange this sentence for you, Matt, because there's a pause on this one. Sees Nonto coming on before him after a lengthy injury. This squad at this level is ridiculous. Yeah, the depth. I mean, look, we can see on the screen there in terms of Gruev. I mean, Anthony, Nanto on the bench, Shackleton is back fit now, which is good to see. Hopefully, he continue his good form before his injury. But Matt and everyone else, I'm sorry, but with Nanto coming back into this team is a game changer, and he's our player. And I would absolutely 10 times every week, 7 times on Sunday, put Nanto on before Jaden Anthony. Mad, easily done. Hey, I cleaned it up for Matt, man. I cleaned it up for Matt. Russ said, "Did Leicester win?" Yeah, there's a bear poop in the woods. Let me just go on to it. Leicester absolutely won today. 3-1. They're just rolling. They're just rolling, and that's the thing, Russ and other people in regards to Leicester, they're just rolling out results. No matter how tough the game is, Leicester they're just getting W's. It's as simple as that. They're walking this league right now. It's not even half for them. They're just getting wins, win after win after win. No problem, Russ. Always happy to help out. Always happy to help out. SJ44, forward depth and fitness got us over the line today, 100%. Martin saying big cojones from Farke with the subs. Could have conceded more goals, but went for it. Yeah. Look, there was times where I thought he could have made the changes at halftime. I'm sure a few other people would have thought the same as well. He was right to back his convictions there. Maybe bring on Nonto and Bamford earlier, but he stuck with it a few more minutes before he did that. He got it right today. Absolutely got it right. J Dog saying second place has to be the aim realistically, and let's have a look at that, people. So here we are. Ipswich didn't play last night. It was waterlogged, wasn't it? I think it was the game was called off against Rotherham last night, so they're still on 11 games played. But look at that now. That looks so much healthier. So much healthier. Yeah, Wolf, Leicester, they did have to come from behind, but I just had no doubt they'd win the game. They turned into one of those teams where even if a team goes up 2-0, much like us, remember our season, our promotion season on Bielsa, and even that one before we got promoted, sometimes we go 2-0 down, but you'd be like, no problem. We'll come back into this game. I feel like Leicester are that this season in terms of just doesn't matter if they're 2-0 down, they'll probably come back. But yeah, John saying here the goal has to be to get us into second, 100%. Leicester are just running away with it right now. 33 points, clear 11 ahead of us, and we're in good form, people. You know, we're in a decent run of form, just 1 defeat, 4 victories in the last 5. But Leicester, look at that. That's ridiculous, people. Have to give it up. I know this is a Leeds United match reaction, but I got to rate it 11 wins and 1 loss. That's tremendous. But yeah, we are certainly out for that second place, and we've got the weapons, we've got the tools to do it. A lot of people again talk about Jane Anthony not playing. there's a whole host of teams. Everyone else in the league would love a Jaden Anthony in their team. Right now, he's our probably sixth, fifth choice winger. We're in a strong position, people. Defense, yeah, could do with a bit of work. We know that already, but we will outscore a lot of teams. Darren here saying Sam is the best we've got, but he's a right-footed player playing at left back. Well, I mean, Jed Spence is definitely the best fullback we've got, and that will be seen once he's fit. But I actually think Sam, I know today wasn't his best game, but I think he's grown in that role. I really do. I think he's grown in that left back, inverted left back role. And for me, I've said it before, even when Junior Firpo eventually comes back, I'll keep Sam Byram there as long as he's fit. I really would at this point. Mark here saying Leicester have been so lucky with injuries, though they'll be in burnout mode by Christmas. Look, I don't know what they're going to do by Christmas. We don't know what we're going to do by Christmas. What I will say is, again, same thing with everything else. You create your own luck when it comes to injuries. You could easily say with that, Mark, they're looking after their players better. Maybe they're managing their players better in training. Maybe they know the intensity where to not put it so players get hurt. You could say that as well, Mark. It goes both ways, doesn't it? Nige saying here, true. This is a true story as well. Remember, we gave this league a month start with this season, and that's what makes it so impressive that we are where we are right now. I said in the video, and it does sound defeatist or poor mentality, but the season didn't start for me until the transfer window shut. It was quite obvious that we were just all over the place, not knowing where players were going to be. Once that window shut, I think we're seeing what Daniel Farke can do, and the results have proven that. Let's have a look. Oh my days, Bamford's still getting hammered. Michael here, KG AFCON is coming. Let's see how Leicester do when players go on international duty. Look, I'm not saying that I want Leicester to run away the league. I'd love to catch them, but you have to give them credit. Listen, if we was in first place, winning 11 and losing 1, I think we would want a lot of credit in that scenario too. So I'm just giving props because it is impressive, because it's not the best league. I absolutely abhor this league. Let me just make that clear. But it's a tough league, and to get 11 victories out of 12 is an impressive done. Mr. Ripper here saying we still want it with poor finishing. Love it. Yeah, we just squander chance after chance, but at least we're creating them. And look, let's have a look at that. I know I always say stats don't always tell you the full story, but just for visual benefits here. There we are, 2-3. How good does that look, man? We were 2-0 down. Unbelievable. This team, man. This team, Daniel Farke, let's go. That for me is an improvement. I know that we wasted a lot of chances, but let me just say this: on target, eight shots on target. Would love to have get that in the double figures, but it's something that I've said in previous match reactions, that we seem to have a lot of shots, but hardly any of them on target, and that's the most frustrating thing. That's a lot better. We doubled what Norwich did in terms of shots on target. That's a very good thing. Yeah, yellow cards. I saw Melier got one there for wasting time. Nice to be on the right side of that one, isn't it, people? Nice to be on the right side of that. Right, let me just check something. While I'm checking something here, please hit a like on the video if you haven't done that already. Please do that. Yeah, Leeds. Hilarious that Daniel Farke focused on finishing this week and we were wasteful again, but managed to pick up 3 points. Great stuff, isn't it? Let's have a look. Let me just see something here. Okay. Just waiting to see if I can get any comments from Daniel Farke in terms of when he comes out, but he hasn't come out as of yet. So we'll just stay a little longer. If not, we'll get it in the next stream. No problem. No problem at all. Nige, yeah, average 2 points a game will usually get you promoted. 92 points. We're nearly on track now. Yeah, just keep going. Just keep making that. Where's the table gone? Let me just get back into the table. Just keep making this all green. The more of that, the better, and we will be promoted. A lot of people keep talking about Leicester. I think Ipswich are more on of a danger to drop out of the top 2. I really do. I think we've got to see what they're made of longer term for a full season. So second place is easily there, and like people say, maybe Leicester are too, maybe, but I'll aim for second this time. Not gonna lie, I'll aim for second. Bob's here though saying, "Oh no, 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 that's not it. It was Nomar Mayers. The pressing was bad in the first half, and the set piece defending was awful. We work on that. We win this game smoothly. Yeah, but it wouldn't have been exciting, no Mayers, would it? It wouldn't have been as exciting if we worked on everything. But I hear you. I 100% hear you. Norwich were definitely better in the press today. I don't know what was going on in the first half with our press. Like I say, we were a bit disjointed all over the gaff. Kamara. There were so many people that were at fault, not at fault, but just under par today. Subpar is probably the best way to look at it. But I believe we'll correct it in time for Stoke away, 100%. Um, Jamie here saying, I saw Farke didn't really celebrate against his old club. There's too little grace in this world, great fella. Mm, yeah, I mean, I'm more of a, if you know, who was it Will Grigg? Was it Will Grigg that did this? I can't remember who it was, but it was a striker that scored a goal against his former team, and he did it in front of his old fans, and he acted like he wasn't going to celebrate, and then he went no, 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 and then he went and then he went no, no, no. I can't remember who it was. Maybe some people haven't even seen that. It was so long ago now, but I prefer to celebrate. I would celebrate against my old team, man. You know what I mean? Just stick it to him a bit. But listen, the biggest thing he did, Jamie, today was get the full 3 points. That's the biggest thing that he did. He didn't need to be disrespectful about it. We respectfully took the 3 points. That's the main thing. Uh, Subramana saying credit to Sarah's goal. Yeah, I know, I know. If we had scored that goal, I'd have been saying, yeah, listen to this. But we have to look at, I'm looking at it from our side, and it was poor defensively. But yeah, it was a good goal. No doubt about that. I was just looking more of it from our side, where it was just too easy to slice us through the middle. Shouldn't be that easy, but yeah, it was a class goal, 100%. Um, James, another one saying this was the best game. I'm so far behind watching. Scroll the chat down, man. Scroll the chat down. There's been a lot of chat since then. Let me just see now. Let me just check again. No, still nothing from Farke at this moment in time. Like I say, we may have to do this on another stream, people. May have to do this on another stream. Uh, okay. Right. All right, let me get some more of your comments then before we finish up. John Abbott here saying KG and Dan. Wait a minute. KG and Dan James love hearts. Seriously, KG, you're spot on with him this season. So good to see the lovely KG smile. Thank you for that. No, man, listen, I just said with Dan James, you know what he's about. You know exactly what his game's about, but it's going to work better at this level than it did at Premier League level. He's going to get more opportunities at this level, and it's working so far. You have to rate it. Have to rate it. Lewis saying, KG, any horror movie Rex for the holiday? Oh, man. Last one I saw was Saw X at the cinema. Thanksgiving. That's a Eli Roth movie that's coming out. I want to see that one. That looks like it could be a pretty good slasher. Have a look for that one, Lewis. I would say look out for Thanksgiving. That could be a good one. But there's not really a lot else that I've seen that's coming out that's tickled my pickle, I will say. But yeah, Thanksgiving, Lewis. Note that one down. Bob's here saying with the main game on Wednesday on Sky, no more of that red button crap. Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully so. Oh, Ripper! I thought the hype was better than the movie. Ripper, the cocaine bit. It was trash. Sorry to say that I thought it was poor. I thought we saw all the best bits in the trailer, and then the movie was just there. I didn't rate it, but yeah. Um, let's have a look. We've descended into horror movie chat. No way. Mr. Ripper saying you're not wrong, KG. Well, listen, it's all about opinions, isn't it? With horror movies, sometimes though there are some horror movies where they're so bad you enjoy them. You know what I mean? It's always in that genre of horror where it's like, man, this movie's so bad, but you can't help but watch. But I don't think Cocaine bears that for me. All right. We have absolutely deviated from the topic here. That's fine. That's okay. That's all right. Usually that's watch along stuff. Okay, listen, we're starting to get Farker quotes now, so I'll stay on with you a few more minutes, uh, and then we'll wrap up. Russ here saying Farker doing a fine job up to the press time. Agreed. I'd like to have a better points tally at the moment, but we're decently placed at present. We're in a good position, Russ. We're in a good position compared to how we started in this division. So, and we're still unbeaten at home as well, people. There's a lot of I think that gets forgotten. We're a fortress. Ellen Road's a fortress right now. So teams are coming to our place and having to sit back. We're breaking them down now. So we're in a good spot. Obviously, you want to be in the top two places, but the championship is a long season. It's a long season. So keep up this, and we will eventually get there. Um, well, Vega, I would be careful with that. I'm straight edge, man. I don't know where you've got that from. You stereotyping there, Vega. Chill out. Um, Nicholas, when's your next watch along? Oof, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be one that's on Sky, just from the ease of it, because even watching the game today, I had to restart what I was watching a few times, if you know what I mean. So yeah, when the next one's on Sky, maybe that one. But yeah, keep a lookout. Look, just keep the notification bell on, and you'll know where I'll do a watch along next time. Um, let's have a look. Right. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry. Hold on a second. What is going on here? Okay, right. Here we are. J Dog here saying the buffering on the red button today was bad, man. Was the red button on today? I don't know. I don't know. That's not what I watched it on, so I can't really say. I can't really say. A lot of people ask about Ipswich. I don't know who do Ipswich play next. Who knows? I have no idea. I have no idea. Cloud Dizzle saying I couldn't do what you do. Oh, sorry, I couldn't do what you. I think you mean do what you do, KG. Yeah, too stressful. Yeah, especially when the time is bad. Cloud Dizzle, 100%. The last 2 years of the Premier League season, so poor to do this kind of thing, but it's enjoyable when you get results like this. Got to take the rough with the smooth, unfortunately, but that's what you get when you support Leeds United, right? That's what you get. Um, Vanilla Coffee here with our attacking threat. I backed us at 2-0 down at 9-1 with William Hill and cashed in, get in. Yeah. Oh, William Hill not sponsoring this stream, just for clarification. But yeah, good for you, Vanilla Coffee. Nice little win for you today. All right, let me get into Daniel Farke's comments. Just about to share these now, and then we'll end the stream. Thank you for joining me today. Obviously, big up for everyone in the chat today, and big up for people watching the replay. Okay, let's go. Oh, here we are. Okay, yep, here we are. Let me just get that comment off. Right, here we are. Farker's reaction. Here we are. I'm exhausted and ready for the sofa. It was a good piece of advertisement for the championship. Really good goals, an emotional turnaround. We end with a deserved win. I'm sure some Norwich fans will disagree with that. Farke said he was happy with the first half, should have taken chances, except that some of the defending wasn't good enough, but it says it was a massive 3 points. I've got the feeling that I'm not happy with the draw. I want us to win the game. It's why I changed to a 3-5-2. He definitely did that. Mad. Absolutely crazy, but it worked, didn't it? I wanted to go for it. The gut feeling was today was our day. Yeah, listen, I don't know about that one. Farker said he was happy with the first half. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I agree with his summarization of that. Just in that we should have taken our chances, then it would have been a much better first half than it seemed to have been. But yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that in terms of what Farker said. Farker on Summerville. Crescencio's a baller. Well, he sounds like me. It's a joy to watch him. The thing we always speak about is how we want to improve his productiveness. That's how we find the next step in his career. Could not agree more, people. Could not agree more. William, good God. Just to make it clear one more time, people, it's not me saying it, it's the chat. All right. No agenda from me. But yeah, absolutely couldn't agree more with Farke on Somerville there in terms of that. That's all it is. It's about his productivity in the final third, and that's what they're working to improve, man. And it's working so far. Um, so yeah, let me see. Is there another one? Is there another quote? Let's have a look. Let me just refresh the page, I should say. Uh, no, I think that is it. Yeah, I think that is it. I think that is it, people. So you know what? We will end it there. Let's end it there, people. I think we've, oh my God, 45 minutes. We have gone on a long time, but you know what? It has been a good stream, brilliant stream today, victory stream. Long may these continue. This is good stuff as we try and get back to where we should be. That's the Premier League, and it's going to be results like this. Tough going down 2-0, but brilliant comeback, brilliant fortitude from the players to stick with it till the end. Brilliant mentality from Somerville for the third goal as well. Excellent stuff. Before I go, people, you know the drill. Hit the like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, drop your comments below, and I'll see you in the next video, people. Peace out.